going to sleep is a struggle for you and getting a good night of sleep feels like a nightmare, you're not alone. Welcome to the Sleep Circle, where we talk about what actually works for a better night's sleep, whether that's science-based tech, personal experiences, calming routines, or sleep gear. I'm Lacey, and today I'm going to look at the top chili pad alternatives. So if you are looking for temperature regulation, that is the thing you need most, something that keeps you cool. You might be looking at something other than chili pad because it's been proven that circulating water under your sheets is basically a cheat code for a better night's sleep. But that space has evolved, and somewhat rapidly. There are so many more alternatives on the market today, and chili pad has too many tubes, a lot of maintenance, and really there are better options out there for just different technology to help keep you cool based on that same basic premise. So I'm going to look at my 4 options from most favorite to not as most favorite, if you want a good chili pad alternative, starting with 8 Sleep. 8 Sleep is definitely best for tech-based individuals. If you want to track your data, if you are a tech-forward couple and you want something that is entirely automated, not something you have to continually recharge or come back to, 8 Sleep is your best alternative. Now, chili pad's latest models really rely on manual changes, right? If you have chili pad, you know that you have to use things like preset timers. And that's kind of frustrating. Sometimes you forget, sometimes things just don't work the way they should. With 8 Sleep though, you have Autopilot AI. So there's that cooling mattress topper that goes over your mattress, and then this blanket right here that connect over here to this pod, this hub. This full pod system is what continually scans real-time biometrics, right? You are scanning things like heart rate. It's scanning your sleep stage. It's scanning your body temperature. And it's doing all of that for dual zones, right? So you versus your partner. This ensures that you are going to get a good night's sleep that is cool and relaxing, right? Now, chili pad has faced some critiques for sleepers who can feel those internal water channels. I tested it before and I could almost feel them. I mean, I kind of knew they were there too. But the thing about 8 Sleep is it uses similar channels that are even smaller. And that I didn't feel. And I promise you won't either. They are embedded inside a 1-inch encasement. So that plush 1-inch mattress means that you don't actually feel it, right? The chili pad water-based cooling mattress topper kind of has that structure on top. You can almost see it, and that can make it kind of defeat the whole point, right? If I wanted to sleep under cooling tubes, I would just sleep under cooling tubes. I don't want to feel that they're there. I want a blanket and a mattress that are both comfortable. And that's exactly what you get with 8 Sleep. So unlike chili pad's one and done purchase, you also get, as I mentioned, that autopilot algorithm. So that's what's going to check all those functions in your room. That's what's going to check the temperature, your snoring, your respiratory rate, your sleeping, your heart rate variability, all of those factors based on where you are in your sleep cycle. And I will point out that that does come with a subscription. So you get that first year, I believe, free with your purchase, but after that, you do have to pay every month. Now moving down to the BedJet system. This is a climate control sleep system, right? It's a little bit more robust, but it's good for budget conscious shoppers, right? You're on a budget, you don't want to spend thousands and thousands of dollars, and you don't want to replace your mattress, but you do want something that cools your bed. Well, this gives you pretty much instant relief. This skips water lines entirely, and what it does instead is pump air directly into this dual zone top sheet. I tested that, and it's actually kind of fun. I really liked it. It's almost impossible to break. There's 0 mold risk. It takes like 5 minutes to install. And it alters the humidity under your covers a lot faster than a hydronic pad can. So I happen to be in an area where there is a lot of humidity, and that's one of my biggest issues is you can have the AC going, right? And it helps deal with the humidity in the room, but it's not going to deal with the humidity under my sheets, right? In between my mattress and my sheet. Well, that's where this actually does. So it's going to work with your existing bedding. You can see here, it's this unit that plugs in that has that fan, pumps over, and with no tools, it just starts pumping air. You can see you can set it up so it's on one side of the bed, both sides of the bed, or different temperatures on either side. It does have the remote control that goes with it, or you can set up your functions ahead of time in the app, no subscription required. Now, on a similar note, the Adamson B10 over here is a bed cooling system that's even cheaper. So this system is better for solo sleepers, right? If you are on a very strict budget, you don't have the money to spend on even the BedJet, well, guess what? That's okay. This bed cooling system is a good alternative. Even ChiliPad can be expensive, a few $1,000s, right? Well, this is a minimalist option. It is stripped back in terms of features and functions, and it doesn't change temperature as dramatically. You saw with 8 Sleep, the temperature can be changed by an average of 50 degrees in one direction or the other. Obviously, the B10 isn't going to have that, but it is going to lower your temperature by an average of 10 degrees. It's going to be quiet, easy to install, not a lot of energy consumption, and it's just a simple, functional, water-chilled pad that goes on your bed, right? You can see right here, it's just this pad. So this part right here, the gray part, goes on your bed. It connects to this. It doesn't deal with any smart automation, any subscriptions, any wireless apps. It's just a mechanical thing that you control with your, let's see if I can find a picture of it, with your remote control right here. Pretty simple, bare bones alternative. Then that brings me to the Brooklyn Bedding Aurora Luxe cooling system. Now this is a non-tech pure mattress, as pure as they come. If all of this nonsense seemed a bit much to you, you're the person who likes it to be minimal and a functional bed that still keeps you cool, well, that's where this is going to come in handy. So this is better for sleepers who want absolute silence. You don't want a motor running, you don't want something that's going to make more noise, and you don't want any electronics in your bed. Enter Brooklyn Bedding Aurora Luxe cooling system. Now, this doesn't have any of those apps, power cords, noises, fans, what have you. It actually uses advanced phase change material, and that's woven directly into the mattress. So you can see here a lot of copper responsiveness, that memory foam, the coils, a lot of support structures here that are designed to naturally pull heat away from your mattress and get it away from your body, help you cool down as quickly as possible. It's an entirely passive system, as I said. It will cool you down from the time you go to sleep, but it's not going to be able to tackle things like a heat wave or an extreme ambient temperature change. Nonetheless, it is a great option with the thermophase foam here, that phase change material I was talking about, with, of course, all the high-end comforts of a luxury mattress. So I hope this helped you find your top ChiliPad alternative. There are a lot of good options depending on what it is you want most. And remember, here at the Sleep Circle, we are all about better sleep one night at a time. So subscribe to the Sleep Circle and sweet dreams.